This week on Cooking with Kevin, Chef Kevin invites guest Chef Dakota on the show to share his famous mac and cheese, while Chef Kevin adds his rich peanut butter cheesecake. This mac and cheese has lots of cheese, 4 different types, and then is garnished with breadcrumbs. And then Chef Kevin drizzles Hershey syrup on the pie. And welcome back to yet another fun and exciting episode of Cooking with Kevin. Can you believe it? The year is almost over, but we have another new guest chef, part of our Junior Chef series that we're going to welcome on the show. Let's give a round of applause for Dakota. Hi, and welcome to the show, Dakota. It is awesome to have you on here.
Yeah.
Your mom, I work with her at none other than Roth's Fresh Markets. And she's told me so much about your cooking and how you just really embraced it and you love doing it.
I love cooking. So much fun.
That's awesome. Now, tell me a little bit, like, how did you start?
Well, every person kind of starts making like mac and cheese or something, out of the box, pretty easy. And then when I got to high school, I got into culinary class, got to more advanced things, and started cooking from there.
That's awesome. That is awesome. That's how you start. Just get in the kitchen, learn to read recipes, and just go for it. You can't get better at cooking without practice. So that is awesome, and that is great. Like, what high school are you at?
Dallas High School.
Dallas High School. A lot of high schools, sadly, are starting to cut culinary programs, but I'm so glad that Dallas still has theirs.
We're actually adding more to our culinary program, so...
That is great.
Yeah.
The future of culinary is still being invested in. That's great. So what are you going to show us here today?
I'm going to make homemade mac and cheese, or shells and cheese, I should say.
Oh my goodness, that sounds scrumptious. How many cheeses are in this?
4 different cheeses.
Different cheeses. That is going to be amazing.
Yeah.
And then I'll teach you my signature peanut butter cheesecake
Sounds
for dessert.
good.
So let's dive in. So where
Okay.
should we start first?
We're going to put the butter into this pan right here.
Okay.
So that's going to be used for the sauce.
How much butter?
All of it.
A
The
whole
entire stick.
Perfect. Oh my gosh, the more butter, the better, right? Right now we have the oven heating up to 375 degrees because we'll have to bake it for a little bit, right?
Yeah, like 5 to 10 minutes to get the cheese and everything where it needs to be.
Perfect. Okay, so we'll get that heating up here. Perfect. And then should we also get the water heating up for the noodles, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's what we've
Definitely.
got here. It looks like we're going to be using medium shells, right?
Yes, medium shells.
Sweet. What I like about these is that it gives the ultimate ability for the cheese sauce to just get in and through. Oh.
Scoops them up, scoops the cheese up, makes it really good.
Perfect. So yeah, we'll get this melting. So while we're prepping these, let's go ahead and send it to our comment page. Send us any suggestions. And welcome back. So the butter is melted now, so we are gonna get started.
Right now what we're going to do is we're going to put the flour in the butter.
Okay.
So it kind of...
So how much flour are we doing?
It would be 1 cup because...
Because are we doing a double batch?
Yeah, doing a double batch.
So if you're just doing a single batch, it'd just be 1/2 cup flour.
Yes.
To a half a stick of butter.
Yeah.
Okay.
And mix that up until it's kind of chunked up.
Okay.
Get all the flour, make sure it's all mixed in there.
It smells so good. I love the smell of fresh butter and hitting that flour. Okay, so what's next?
So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna get our half and half. You
Okay.
can use milk or half and half. I prefer half and half because it's creamier, makes it taste better. The original recipe is 1 cup, but we're doubling, so we're gonna do 2 cups.
I'll let you add it and I'll stir.
Slowly add it in so it doesn't thicken up too much, but it doesn't also.
Okay, you want to be constantly stirring or else you will get lumps.
It's gonna get really thick.
The thicker the better. I don't really like runnier sauces. I like it to completely coat the noodles. Now, if you do want the sauce a little thinner, can you add extra half and half as you cook
Yeah,
it?
you could thin it down even more. You could use milk because
Okay.
it's not as
rich.
not as rich. So.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be really good when it's done.
Oh yeah. Just wait until you add those delicious cheeses and add the color.
Got all the half and half in there.
Take that.
Actually, could add some milk to that, make it a
Okay.
little bit thinner.
Yeah.
Keep stirring that so you don't get lumps.
Just tell me when.
Okay. Ooh.
Maybe a little bit more milk or.
Yeah, I can use the milk and you
Okay.
can stir it because you can stir it without getting it all splashed. It's thinning up right now. You can add the cheese here pretty soon.
And the cheese will help liquefy it a little bit too.
Yeah,
As it melts.
might thicken it up, but also kind of liquefy it, make it really good.
Now, would you add salt and pepper at this point, or
Yeah.
do you wait? Okay. So we have salt and pepper right here.
Right there. Okay. Just want to add a little bit of salt, not too much. Just give it that flavor. And the same with the pepper, just add some to give it that flavor.
It's pretty much like a pinch of each or so.
Pinch of each or so.
Mhm.
A little bit more milk in there. There we go.
Good.
I think we can start adding the cheeses.
Okay. So which one do you want to do first? Does it matter? What we have here is we have some Velveeta shreds, some Tillamook sharp cheddar, and some Tillamook cheddar jack. It's a mix of Monterey Jack and Colby Jack. Okay, so
Just slowly add it in so it doesn't chunk up.
So we'll put the whole thing of Velveeta in, or do you just want to do like half and then do like some more of the sharp and the just like maybe a
Do
mix
half
of
of,
each?
yeah, mix them.
Okay.
Give it that good cheesy flavor.
Yeah. So I'll put about half of that in.
Mixed up. It's getting really thick.
Some of the cheddar jack.
A little bit more milk to get it thinned out.
Oh my goodness, I think this is going to be amazing.
Once the cheese melts down, it's going to be really creamy, tasty.
Wow. That's looking good.
Yeah. I should probably add some more cheese to that.
Okay.
A little bit more cheesy.
Do you think more sharp or Velveeta or the cheddar jack?
You can do more of all of it.
All of it? Okay. Sweet. So while we continue to mix this up and perfect the sauce, let's send it to Tim's segment. What do you have for us, Tim?
Oh, hello there, friends. Welcome to In the Know with Tim. Tonight I'll be talking about different ideas for date nights. You know, everyone's doing the Netflix and their favorite TV show that they like to watch. They binge watch. They like to watch that Once Upon a Time season, those Flash episodes. You know, romantic movies. You know, I tried mixing it up a little bit with some different flair and kind of talk over, make a list of what you're into and your spouse is into, and try to come up with what kind of mesh those together and see what you come up with. But let's give you some ideas. Alright folks, let's take a look at a list you made. Is volunteering on one of those lists? Maybe you should go check out your community center, Union Gospel Mission, the Crop Center. They always have stuff to do for volunteering, giving back to your local high school, helping out, bake sales, whatever. There's an opportunity for something you guys can do together, bake those cookies at home, you know, make a mess at home and just have fun creating those memories. Another good reason to go check out Community Center is they might have classes you can take. There's, you know, the big thing right now is painting, like the sunsets, certain landscapes, whatever the teacher has that night. Take that. There's possibly cooking classes you can take together. Well, that would be fun. Maybe try learn some new recipes to try at home. You know, there's book readings, there's all sorts of things you can get involved with. Even scavenger hunts. You know, Chef Kevin loves The Amazing Race, and so do I. I'm a diehard fan. He has done his own show. So it's like, you know, come up with an idea like that. Get your friends together and go, hey, next Friday night, we're going to go do The Amazing Race. Or go do your own scavenger hunt and, you know, get a couple of your couples. Get them all together, your friends, whoever, and just have a good time. Be, you know, 10, 15 clues or different areas. You know, just like the Big Bang Theory, they did a scavenger hunt, and that was funny. They went here and there, you know, it's fun. You know, anything fun like that, use your brain. Creativity is where it's at. You know, it makes it a lot better. You know, that's cheap, it's affordable. It doesn't cost anything if you don't use local transportation or anything like that. Date night. It's so good. You know, it's just, I guess, a good way to mix it up. You might find new things about your spouse you never knew before. Game nights, you might find out that you're more competitive than your boyfriend or your girlfriend, you know. You never know. Anytime you can get together with friends to make your date night even better, it's great to that interaction. Kind of help you guys grow together as well. An interesting one is maybe try international film. Turn off the subtitles and use your Spanish skills, French, Latin, Pig Latin, any language you might have took in high school, German. You know, and see if you can narrate it and then like come up with like bonus points for if you actually know what that word is or what they're actually saying. Pause it, rewind it, turn the subtitles on and see if you're right. That's an extra 100 points if you're right. Anyway, it's so, you know, it's so many cool options out there. You know, get out there, try new things. You know, don't get me wrong, it's nice to binge at home and watch your favorite TV show, but you know, mix it up, see what's going on in the community. You never know, you might find something you like, you might love, and it turns into a great hobby you two can do together and just make more memories. It makes the relationship last longer if you do more activities as a couple and not just stay at home and eat your popcorn and, and lounge around all day in lounge pants. But it's fun, it's creative, different ways to spark that flame still going, keep it kindling, and make it spark. Have a great rest of the time, and we will see you next time.
And welcome back. So, the sauce is cooked to perfection. It looks
Yes.
amazing, Dakota. Give that a look over. My goodness. Oh, so creamy and delicious. My word. I am excited. Let's go ahead and give it a try. Oh, and look who's on set. Tim, you just got done with your In the Know segment. Come on. Come on. Here we go.
Wearing a Warriors shirt. I don't know.
Oh, hey, they're in the playoffs right now. Yes, yeah.
Thank you.
Try.
This looks like, like fresh Gouda, like fondue cheese
Fondue,
almost.
yeah.
It's like,
I know that you could dip bread in or something. Wow.
Wow.
Oh.
You guys are
That
in for a
is good.
treat.
Oh.
Wow.
Well, there you go. In the Know.
I
is
love
putting the
this. I
stamp of
can't wait
approval
to
on
test the final products.
Mm.
You guys are in for a good, delicious sauce here, and just can't wait. Well, let's get back to cooking.
Thanks for coming on set, Tim. All right, so are you ready to order peanut butter cheesecake?
Yeah.
The noodles are not yet done yet, so we're gonna just let the sauce simmer on low, and let's start the peanut butter cheesecake.
Okay.
So what I'm gonna do here. I'm gonna make an Oreo crust here. What I've done is I've already taken, about 20 Oreo cookies or so out of a Oreo pack, and I put them into a bag and crushed them with a rolling pin. That is the best way to crush cookies if you've never done it before. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna grab some butter here.
It's gonna be good. Oreo crust.
Oh yeah.
Peanut butter cheesecake and Oreo crust.
There's nothing better. You always want that combo, chocolate and peanut butter. That's why Reese's candy has been so successful. It actually came out in, I think it was like the 50s or the 60s. Up to that point, they had never had a chocolate peanut butter candy. And Reese's has been a hit ever since. They really complement each other really well. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to do 1/3 cup of butter. So you can just find that line point on the wax paper and cut if you don't really know exactly how to eyeball 1/3 cup of butter. And I'm going to put that in the pan here and get it melting. And then once it's melted, we're going to add the Oreo crumbs to it. And that will moisten the crumbs. And then we'll press it into a pie pan. So while I'm getting this prepped, let's go ahead and send it to break. What do you have for us, Julie?
Hi. Today we're going to talk about how to make macaroni and cheese a little bit healthier for you. I mean, we can't work miracles here, but and I know that sometimes this can be resistant because macaroni and cheese tends to be a comfort food and you want that fat. So what if you want to keep the same amount of fat but just add a little more nutrition? Well, there's a couple things you can do. You can add spinach between the layers, and sometimes even you can get your picky eaters to eat spinach this way. By putting in spinach, you're going to be boosting the folate content, beta carotene, and vitamins E and C. So that's something that you could do. The other thing, you could swap out the noodles for whole wheat pasta, and at least you'll get more fiber that way. Now, here's some tips on actually reducing the fat content. One of them is, usually most recipes will have you use milk with some flour to kind of make the paste for the sauce. And what you want to do then is, instead of using whole milk, use 1% milk. Just by doing that one change, you're going to be lowering the calories by 50, but the grams of fat actually are going to be reduced by 5.5. So that's one thing. The other thing is you can substitute a portion of the cheese with low-fat cottage cheese. So basically, if your recipe calls for 3 cups of cheese, you're going to use 2 cups, and I would recommend, instead of using medium, to do the extra sharp cheese, so that way you still get that kind of that tanginess of the cheese, and then you'll use 1 cup of the low-fat cottage cheese. And another suggestion is for a cheese replacement, believe it or not, cauliflower. And in this case, you can actually substitute the cheese down to 1.5 cups of extra sharp cheddar cheese, or just sharp cheddar cheese, and then you're going to take a head of cauliflower, and of course you'll like steam it and puree it. There are a number of recipes out that this tends to be kind of a growing trend, is to use cauliflower in the macaroni and cheese. So enjoy.
Oh, look at that. My goodness. I cannot wait. And the noodles are about done. So we'll strain those here in just a few seconds. But I want to make the the Oreo crust first. I guess it is chocolate family, so brownies could work. But I'm going to throw this in here and just wet all of the crumbs in butter.
That looks good. It's gonna be really tasty.
Mm-hmm. Now be careful.
Steam.
Hot steam.
Cause
Okay,
burns.
so what we're going to do now is that
Which
we're
is
going
ironic, because that's my last name.
to put this into a pan here. And I'm actually going to press it in.
Noodles are almost done.
Perfect. Yeah, so let me just get this pressed in, then we'll go ahead and drain those. I'm trying to evenly distribute it so there's no like extra thick parts. So I'm kind of pulling it up along the edges. It is going to be a very crumbly crust. Whenever you're dealing with cookies, it's not really going to bond together as well as, say, a flour crust. Okay. So it won't actually go up to the edges. It's gonna be just under. And so at this point we're gonna put this in the fridge and let it cool. Because as it cools it will harden, making it a better shell for the cheesecake. Okay, so let's drain the noodles.
Okay.
Let's get the fork and get a few of those ones out. Perfect.
Oh, you gotta get all of the noodles.
Yes, leave none alone.
Should I put this
Right in there, perfect. Okay, so we'll let those drain, and now let's make the peanut butter cheesecake filling.
Yes.
So what I've done is I've had a block of cream cheese sitting out for about 4 hours now. So it's softened up to room temperature. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and hit this into here, and we're going to beat this until it whips it up and it becomes fluffy and smooth. You can't overmix cream cheese or overheat cream cheese. So the longer you do it, the better. It's actually going to make it fluffier, be more airy, which is what you want for a cheesecake. And then once you add the peanut butter, and you're going to add some lemon juice and vanilla extract, and then you're going to fold in some whipped cream. So maybe at this point you'd be wanting to whip up some whipped cream, about a cup of whipped cream, which is half a pint. So have you ever made cheesecake before?
No, I have not. First time.
So I'm going to turn it up just a little bit.
It's looking good. It smells amazing too.
I love cream cheese. I could just eat it as is.
So could I. It's amazing.
Oh yeah. I'm one of those that when I get a bagel, I just pile on that cream cheese. And it's worth like half cream cheese, half bagel. I love it.
Want some bagel with that cream cheese?
Right, exactly. Okay. That's looking good. So I'll go ahead and show you what this looks like. See how it's kind of whipped up? It doesn't have a firmness to it. It actually looks like it's softened up. Yeah, so now it's ready for the peanut butter to be added. So what I've done is I've already pre-measured out 3/4 of a cup of peanut butter. I'm using Skippy Natural. It's a smooth one. See how that peanut butter just fell right off? I did the technique that I taught you guys just a few weeks ago of spraying the measuring cup with non-stick spray before. Mix that in. At this point, we'll throw in 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. We'll put that in the cup. Turn this down to lemon juice, and then 2 tablespoons of lemon juice. Then, the final secret ingredient is a 14-ounce can of sweetened condensed milk. So at this point, this is a thicker one, so yeah, let's go ahead and lift this up so that we can put it in. Oh, it smells like peanut butter cookies. Okay, so if you want to pour that in,
Yep.
you want to make sure it's sweetened condensed milk. And again, the birds are making an appearance on the set. We love Oregon, all that nature. That's the spatula here.
Try to get the most out of there.
There you go. Perfect. You won't be able to always get every single thing of that sweetened condensed milk out, and sometimes it will clump up in the bottom, so just make sure you're doing like what Dakota's doing, get a spatula and just dig it out. You want all the goodies. Perfect, yeah, that's good. Okay, so then we're gonna mix this in well.
Sure. Keep the spatula out.
Yeah, keep it out.
Okay.
We're gonna use that spatula later to pull in the whipped cream.
Oh man, cheese just popped, a bubble popped, and smell got in my face. It smells amazing.
I cannot wait to toss it with these. So it is gonna seem rather moist and sloppy, but what you'll do is once you get this all mixed in, fold in the whipped cream, you're gonna freeze it for at least 4 to 6 hours, and that will firm it up. And then serve it with the dollop of cream on the top. Just want to make sure that you get all the ingredients and mix together.
Sounds like a helicopter.
Kind of does, yeah. Okay, look at that peanut butter goodness. So creamy and delicious. That is going to be your main filling for the pie that will actually go into that Oreo crust. So yeah, at this point, let's go ahead and remove that, and we can put what's on it. Oh, there. Push up, and there you go. And we can.
Try to get all of it off here.
Sweet. And what you don't get off, it's always finger looking good. Because I always like to say it. Nothing goes to waste. There we go. Good. Okay, so we're gonna let this sit and prepare the whipped cream, and then the crust should be ready by then. So let's go ahead and send it to break. Brenna, what do you have for us this time?
Hey guys, it's me again, Brenna, and I'm so pleased to talk to you today about my absolute favorite vegetable, the cucumber. Some little known facts about the cucumber is it's high in vitamins A, B, C, D, and E. I couldn't believe that either. But another great fact is it's really water-based. So if you're wanting something to cool off during the day and keep hydrated in this hot summer we might be having here, well, cucumber is right for you. I personally like to soak my cucumbers in vinegar. It kind of makes a semi-pickle, but still delicious and 0 calories. Another great fact, they're really healthy. Who would have thought? Surprisingly, the skins of the cucumber actually house the most nutrients, which is mostly what we in America peel away. So if you can, try to eat your cucumbers with the skin to retain the most nutrients for yourself. Now, cucumbers are eaten around the world. We eat them a lot here in America. We see them pickled as pickles, but in Japan they actually fresh cut them, and they'll either serve them as a side dish with sesames and a sweet rice wine vinegar sauce, or you'll see them rolled up in sushi or tossed on top of some like ramen. So if you'd like to try something amazingly delicious and really good for you, try cucumber. Back to you, Kevin. Have a good one, guys.
Okay, so what are we gonna do now?
Gotta put the noodles in the pan and then mix the cheese up with it.
Perfect. Okay, so I will mix it. If you just want to grab, or here, this one was used for the noodles. We can use that.
Okay.
And mix it while I'm putting it in. Oh my goodness. Wow. My goodness, let's give the viewers a good look at that. My goodness gracious, that looks amazing. I think it's like restaurant quality, Dakota. My goodness. Okay, so we're gonna pour it in there.
Yep.
Do you want to do the pouring, or I can do it, or either way?
I can
Here.
scoop it out as. Gonna try to get as much of that cheese outside of it as I can. Keep it cheesy.
Oh yeah. All right. At this point, are we gonna top it with the breadcrumbs?
Yes, we are.
Keep that out so that.
Just give it that little extra flavor. Sprinkle breadcrumbs over the top. It's also, when you put it in the oven, it's gonna brown right up and it's gonna look really good.
And you could use plain like we're doing here. You could do the Italian ones. Your call. You know, I don't think the Italian seasoning would hurt it. So.
It would actually probably make it a little bit better.
Yeah.
A little bit more.
Just nice coverage on the top. And then you said about 10 minutes at 375?
Yeah, about 5-10 minutes at 375.
Perfect. Okay, let's go ahead and put it in. Okay, and then now the cheesecake is ready to put into the pan. Let's go over here.
Okay.
So what we're gonna do is, have you ever done the folding technique?
I believe so.
Okay.
Take the spatula and you go.
Yep, and you're gonna just
On the
fold
sides,
it
fold
in.
it in.
Mm-hmm. So let's go ahead and scoop this in. Just, you know, scoop like a little bit in at a time. There you go. Mm-hmm. Under technique.
smooth.
I'll set this aside. And now, just go right in.
I'll let you do that.
I'll show you it. See, I'm gonna just dig deep within the peanut butter cheesecake filling and just scoop it until it becomes mostly mixed. You don't want it completely mixed. You want it to almost have like multicolors to it. It'll take a few revolutions to get it to mix.
It's looking good. Get some of the whipped cream off the side there.
Yeah. Get that mixed in. Okay, this is ready. So now what we're gonna do is I'm just gonna scoop this in.
Look at that.
Look how light and airy it is.
Looks amazing.
Make sure you get every single thing of the goodness out of the bowl. Okay, and then what we're going to do is we're just going to smooth this out. Sweet. And then I'm going to just drizzle some chocolate syrup right on the top. Running low. You can never do a bad design of chocolate syrup. It always looks awesome on the cheesecake.
Always.
Yeah, so at this point, this is going to be put in the freezer, like I said. So I'm going to go and do that. We'll send it to the cooking trivia. Let's see if you can get this one right. All right, so we got the pie here. Oh my goodness, that looks wonderful. Let's see here. Okay. I bet you guys are just inkling for the presentation. This is my favorite part of the show. Scooping this
Presentation
up.
is everything.
Oh my goodness. Oh. Man, let's get some of this pie here. I recommend letting the cheesecake kind of sit out for a few minutes out of the freezer before you serve it. Let it soften up a little bit.
The mac and cheese, you can just eat it when it comes out of the oven. Doesn't matter.
Let's see.
Nothing better than making your own food, because you know what's going into it.
Right. Oh. This did not want to stay up. Now, get a little ready whip to put right on the top here. And look at that. I think that's a feast
Really good.
for kings. Oh my goodness. Okay, so should we try it?
Yeah, let's try it.
Before it. Let's do dinner first.
Ooh, caught it.
Wow. A little warm.
Really good with the breadcrumbs on there.
Fantastic, Dakota. Alright. Well, I'm sick, so I'll just grab this guy.
Try this.
It's an indulgence. It's like pure peanut butter goodness in a piece of cheesecake.
Definitely. It's really good.
Oh, so let's send it away one last time to the trivia answer. The answer that you guys have been waiting for. When you come back, we'll end the episode and say farewell.
It's too good. I have to get it all.
Well, that's all the proof you need. The food did not last long on the plate. So thank you so much for coming on the show today. It's been
Thanks
awesome
for having me.
you. I hope that you'll grace us with your presence again this next season. I'd love to have him back on the show. So hopefully you'll be able to try these recipes at home soon. And until next time, keep cooking with Kevin. Bye now.